We must pay homage to him.
All right, we have a good one today. This is the second pair that I received from Boring Studio developer Boring. From what I've seen, they specialize in making 85 cut Air Jordan 1s, but I've also seen other sneakers from them, like they make dunks as well. But for the most part, it's just 85 cut Air Jordan 1s. So let's take a look at what they sent. They sent the metallic oranges, and here's some of their packaging. I really like how they do their packaging because they try to set themselves apart from other customizing companies. So this is like their little authentication, their little note to you that we do care, and you'll get a discount if you order some of their sneakers from watching this video. And their pricing is actually one of the best things about the company. They're very affordable. It's extremely competitive. I think they go for like $150, $160, maybe $165 shipped, depending on the pair. I've seen them have like the breads, and the breads I think go for like $150, $160. So just let them know I made this video, you watched it, and they'll probably give you a discount. We got some other laces. We got black laces. I don't know how well that would look in the sneakers. I would definitely take the orange over the black, but I actually don't like to wear the same color as the swoosh. I also think it's dope they made their own box. They didn't just put it in a plain brown looking box with nothing on it. They kind of personalized it to their company. But let's take a closer look at this sneaker. And before we dive deep, here's the first sneaker that I purchased from them last summer of 2024. And this is a pair of Shadows. I was like, you know what, let's get the Shadows. This is right when they released this batch of Shadows, and they were really good back then. I compared them to my Shadows from 2015, which was a retail pair. The 2015s, they're not an 85 cut, but I figured they're old enough to compare with this type of sneaker. I've actually had a green pair from like 2010, and I gave them away, like literally just, damn, can't even hang on to the damn shoe. But like I was saying, I just gave the metallic greens away, and it's all good because I have these now, and these are better. And I kind of noticed this is like their promotional shoe. I've seen other reviewers that were also lucky enough to get this shoe, so shout out to them. I was hoping that they would let me pick a pair of breads, but it's all good, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. And one thing I could tell about developer Boring is they actually value like their craftsmanship. They don't just throw products out there. They do pre-orders sometimes. I think I've seen them even with the Skeletor low top dunks at one point. I used to really want those in the Skater dies, but they really focus on craftsmanship. And I think it's just dope that they care about the 85 cut Jordan 1, which is a very interesting Jordan. Here's their own insole, which is a polyurethane insole. It took me a long time to learn that word and how to say it correctly. But they have the polyurethane insoles. They got their company on the behind the tongue. Like, I like that they did that. They could have just went all Nike. Wait, hold on. Let me go back to that. What did that say? Developer Boring presented only to all 85 lovers. See what I'm saying? The Shadows that I got from them also came with this polyurethane insole. And all the 85s I've seen from Nike have this insole as well. It's a really thick insole, so I actually recommend for sure go a half size up with these 85 cuts. Like, I typically wear a 9.5 comfortably. Those look like those are board lasted. But I wear a 9.5 comfortably, but I cannot wear a 9.5 in this sneaker. It definitely has to be a 10. Like, I think I got a 10 in the Shadows, and I was definitely grateful that I did because their 10 fits like a 9.5. So make sure you go a 9.5. I almost thought I would have to go a full size up to like a 10.5. I don't want to do that because a 10.5 just sounds I have one shoe in my collection that's a 10.5, and it's a pair of Jordan 9s from 5 years ago, and that's before they fixed the whole sizing with the 9s. But for what it's worth, I think they're even using pretty decent materials here. This isn't like the most tumbled white leather you've ever seen, and I don't think that they're supposed to be anyways. Like, they really focus on making these a relic, I guess, of the 85s. Like, they really get down to the color science of the sneakers from the 85 cuts. I'm pretty sure they have OG 85 cuts in hand to compare like the height and everything with, and I've seen their sneakers on channels years back. They've definitely made some changes throughout the years, for the better, of course. And I tell you what, every time they release like a Bread 85 cut, a Chicago, something like that, these things fly off their shelves. Like, the pre-orders are already ordered. What I have in my hand, this is like a pair from 2015, I think. The navy metallics, I guess, blue metallics. This is a retail sneaker, and it's funny because I lied to you guys. This shoe is a 10.5, and back in the day, I'm talking 2010 to about 2016, all the Jordan 1s for me fit super small. There was no way I was going to get a size 10, 9.5. I had to get a 10.5 in all my Jordan 1s from that era, and they seemed to fix that around like 2018-ish and beyond. This sneaker right here, it's not an 85 cut. Jordan Brand wasn't trying to make 85 cuts around this time frame, but it is the only metallic that I have, and it's an old sneaker. It's like 10 years old now. So wait, I think I lied to you guys again. I have that purple metallics in there, but they're in my storage facility, so I don't really see them. So there's no direct comparison between these two. I'm just showing them because they're both metallics, and you're seeing 85 cut and a regular cut, I guess, post cut Jordan 1 with the blue metallics. But these are beautiful, man. That blaze orange looking swoosh there, it looks amazing. It's definitely popping more than the blue metallics. I actually can't say that the leather that they're using is better than what Nike was using 10 years ago. It's kind of hard to compare that because they're aged and worn. But what they are using, it's really, really good. I don't know how they get it or where they get it from, but it's really good. And here's another thing I noticed. The 85 cuts have different midsoles. It's definitely not the same, like, at all. And closer inspection will show that. I mean, it's obvious right there. You can see that. But that's my take on the Developer Boring 85 cut orange metallic sneakers. And I think the orange ones, like my man Santana said, I think the orange ones were like the most rarest ones out of all the 85 cuts. I don't know if that's true, but that's just what I've heard. And Santana knows a little bit more than me about sneakers. But that's it, guys. I'm out of here. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and all that stuff. I hope the video does well so I can get the Bread 85s and show you guys what those look like. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.